the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
But the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. From the 50, Newton. He's good. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 34. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Newton. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Great. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Ball front. 47, check right 47. 3 bucks.
To throw on third down. Newton. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 39, Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz escaping the pressure right. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Mike. Hey! Check 3, check 3. Hey! 53, check 50, check west. Let's go.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Here's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 67 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field.
And this is caught at the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, D! 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Hey! Wahoo! I got it. Right there.
Here's Wentz to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson as the first half is winding down as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard, but it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Pull it together. Gun. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 54. Hey, here we go. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. That goes for a gain of 31. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz on the move to his left. And Sanders has got it complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Wentz now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cochran. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go. Gun.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
57. Hey, watch the screen.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Flush to his right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Gano's kick is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Empty.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Wentz. And this is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now a pass hauled in downfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territories. They need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 2nd and goal, Wentz, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now Wentz. They still can't get him. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders there to make the grab. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on second and long. Newton shifts by him at the 25. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Back to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now it's Newton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you've got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Gun. Hustle. 8. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Let's bring it. Gun.
Newton. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Great. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. 47. Watch the backer. Wide.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2 minute